Hello neighbor, this is Curt with etrailer. Today we're going to take a look at the etrailer Snowblock windshield and wiper blade cover on our 2024 Toyota Tacoma. Now if you've had any experience with this particular windshield cover, please leave your story in the comments below. We'd love to take your experience and share it with our other neighbors in order to help them make the best decision for themselves. Now, if you live in the Midwest or any other state where it kind of snows a lot, you know that the biggest problem that you usually have is getting it cleaned off and on the way. And one of the biggest points of contention always ends up being the windshield, because you get the ice on there, it sticks the wipers to your windshield, it's hard to scrape off. It could do some damage to your wipers. So to protect that and to make it easier for you, you can use a windshield cover just like this one. Now this is a universal fitting cover, and it's going to attach across the mirror using these elastic straps. There are two sizes to these straps because again it's universal, it'll fit all types. We have found that the tighter strap actually fits a bit better than the looser one on the Tacoma. The other way that it's going to attach is through these flaps that are going to go inside your door seam. These flaps also have this really light tubular anchor in here that's going to be a theft deterrent for anybody that might want to come along and try to take this off of your windshield and keep it for themselves. This won't let it go through the door seam no matter how hard they pull. Therefore, you're going to keep it safe and secure. Now, one of the things you'll notice when you put this on is that we do have a really rigid edge going up and down the seam on either side of our windshield cover. Now that's the same really lightweight but sturdy material that we found inside those door flaps. There is nothing in this that is really going to do any damage to your windshield or the paint of your car, because when you're by yourself and putting this on, really the way that you're going to end up doing it is by unattaching one side, or rather when you're installing, attaching one side here and through the door, and then just kind of rolling or throwing the rest of it across the vehicle to attach the other side. I just wanted to let you know that do not be afraid of these rigid edges. They're not going to do anything to damage the paint or the windshield on your vehicle, which is also going to help make cleaning a breeze and taking it off a breeze, because you have that rigid edge to kind of help you kind of fling snow off of it when you detach it. Now, as far as installation goes, we're just simply going to go to either side of the car, and first we're just going to kind of anchor it down. So I'm going to line up where my door flap's going to go. I'm going to go ahead, and again, we've already kind of found out that out of all of these loops, really the best fit on the Tacoma is to use this one here, which is going to get it really as close and as tight to the edge of the windshield as you can. Once we have that on, we can open our door a bit. We'll tuck our flap in here. Just like so. Get that in good and snug. And lined up. Now, in order to get it to the other side of the vehicle, and again, remember, this piece here, super lightweight, not going to do any damage, so I'm not really worried about just kind of tossing it over to the other side for myself and doing really the exact same type of attachments over here. First thing I'm going to do is anchor it around the mirror. Then I'm going to put my secured flap here through the window seam. And I'll come around and make any slight adjustments necessary just to make sure I have total coverage around the windshield, which, as you can see on the Tacoma, this offers plenty of coverage. I've got complete coverage here of the wipers, complete coverage of the windshield. I've got a really stiff edge here, so if any wind tries to blow up here, it's not going to do anything to really take this off or blow it up halfway and expose my wipers. It's very simple to take on and take off, and as you'll see in a moment, it's also very easy to store. Now that I have it off, I'm just going to grab one of those rods on the edge, and we're just going to go ahead and roll it on up. Now, as I'm doing this, I know the general purpose of this, or the main purpose of it, is to keep snow off your windshield, but don't be afraid to use this year-round if you've got one of those really hot, sunny summer days and you just want to keep the sun from getting into the vehicle while it's parked, and you want to make sure it's nice and cool and comfortable when you get back into it. All you're going to really need to do is use this exact same thing. It's going to work all seasons. So once we have it all rolled up as such, we're going to take the case that it came with, and we're just going to feed it in there, and we'll be able to store it somewhere in our vehicle, wherever is convenient. So while this is a universal windshield cover, it still does a really, really good job of fitting on the windshield of our 2024 Toyota Tacoma without really looking sloppy. We still get great coverage, but it doesn't overhang too much. There's not a lot of slack in the attachments or anything like that. So really a great fit for this vehicle. Once again, this is Curt at eTrailer. Thanks for stopping by.